Shabbat Shalom Kakodash. I want to give double honors to the Apostle GMS that ruleth well, that we learn from. And a salutation to the hopefully elect that scattered. This is Shaquaka Rao from GMS Virginia. And again, I have another question. I have another question to the people that's in the land, calling themselves the chosen. And I have a question to you, Christians. So this is Isaiah, the 11th chapter. Now it tells you, when Yahushua comes, he's going to deliver his people. And the people in the land, they don't even believe in a savior. And a nigga just came out and said, people are supposed to worship the Jews, the people that's in the land. Doesn't make sense. So in the video, I sent it in the chat yesterday. I can't remember the video, but these people that's in the land that's calling themselves, the chosen, those are not the real people, because this never came to pass. This is still a prophecy that hasn't come to pass, because it's still bloodshed, it's still war. World War III is brewing up. The nations are preparing themselves and coming in and moving in swiftly and closely. A lot of tension is in this modern day. Much division, chaos, confusion, and a great amount of wickedness and evil is brewing. And America is still here. Babylon the Great is still here. So this is Isaiah the 11th chapter. The royal line of David is like a tree that has been cut down. But just as new branches sprout from a stump, so a new king will arise from among David's descendants. The Spirit of the Lord will give him wisdom and knowledge, skill to rule his people. And that's talking about Yahushua, which was King Solomon. So it says, matter of fact, let me get that KJV. And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. And the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom and understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and of the fear of the Lord. Sometimes you got to do one thing. And shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord, and he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither reprove after the hearing of his ears. But with righteousness shall he judge the poor, and reprove with equity for the meek of the earth. And he shall smite the earth with the rod of his mouth, and with the breath of his lips shall he slay the wicked. And ultimately, this wasn't Yahushua, King Solomon, because King Solomon didn't have to go to war. He had peace. So it says, so this is talking about Yahushua. So, here it is. You claim that you're the people of the chosen. You're the people of the land. So where's Yahushua? And, we understand that the prophecy says that it should be no prow hook or plowshed that would, nation shall not go to war anymore. So it says, and righteousness shall be the girdle of his loins, and faithfulness the girdle of his reins. The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid. And the calf, meaning the goat, and the calf, and the young lion, and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them. See that? And the cow and the bear shall feed, their young ones shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox. And the sucking child shall play on the hole of the asp, and the weaned child shall put his hand on a cockatrice den. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of knowledge of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. And it says, in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious. See that? Matter of fact, let me go back to the GNT. So going back to verse 10 in the GNT. A day is coming when the new king from the royal line of David will be a symbol to the nations. They will gather in his royal city and give him honor. When that day comes, the Lord will once again use his power and bring back home those of his people who are left in Assyria and Egypt, in the lands of Pathros, Ethiopia, Elam, Babylonia, and Hamath, and in the coastlands, and on the islands of the sea. The Lord will raise a signal flag to show the nation that he is gathering together again the scattered people of Israel and Judah. So, those people, again, man, when you go into Salaki, to the people in the land, they will sit there and tell you Benjamin, Levi, and Judah. You ask them about Northern Kingdom, Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Gad, Zebulun, Naphtali, Asher. There's no answers. There's no, they can't tell you, because those are not the real people of that land. So going back, it says, and bring them back from the four corners of the earth. So, I'm guessing the Balfour Declaration. This happened. It says, the kingdom of Israel will not be jealous of Judah anymore. You see that? So again, they should sit there and be able to sit there and tell you publicly and with all knowledge and wisdom and understanding who are the northern tribes. It says, and Judah will not be the enemy of Israel. It said, together they will attack the Philistines on the west and plunder the people who live to the east. They will conquer the people of Edom and Moab. So, here it is. So here it is. Okay, you gotta understand. If there's a people that call themselves the Ish people, that clearly shows you that Israelites were never done away with. You stupid ass Christians. The Christian will sit there and tell you, oh, nation doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But here it is. You got the people that's calling themselves the chosen. And, they're spitting on people. They don't like, and they have much hatred. And it says, and Moab, and the people of Ammon will obey them. The Lord will dry up the Gulf of Suez, and he will bring a hot wind to dry up the Euphrates. And that just happened,
At the heart of every Buick SUV, this is
Salaki.
Get 2.9% APR and no monthly payments.
Leaving only 7 tiny streams so that anyone can walk across. There will be a highway out of Assyria for those of his people who have survived there, and just as there was for their ancestors when they left Egypt. So you see that. So again, when did Isaiah the 11th chapter happen? It's still war. You still have lions devouring gazelles, deers, whatever, zebras. It's still bloodshed. It's still war. Nobody's in everybody is at division and so forth. And again, wisdom is not springing forth out of Israel, Jerusalem. You got everybody still want to come here to America. So again, that's the question I have to ask, man, because things are just not lining up to the people that's in that land right now. But with that, I'm gonna say shalom.